is to... Okay, first thing to saving a half-wasted day is to look put together. I have my little pouch, my mirror. There's so much science back to this phenomenon that when you look put together, it changes the way that your day goes, because changing the way you look will change the way you feel. So my hair was kind of messy. Since I'm just gonna go to the gym right now and run an errand, I'm just gonna put it in a braid. It's 5:21. Mission is accomplished. I'm done with my gym session. I am in love with this daylight savings time. The sun would be setting right about now, but now I have an extra like hour 30 minutes before that happens. Before I continue on with the next portion of the video, which is going to be cleaning, doing my daily skincare regardless of the time that it is, I feel like it has the same effect as like a pick-me-up sort of drink, because I'm pretty sure for everyone, skincare leaves their skin feeling refreshed and clean. If you don't know what to do for your skin and you don't go to like a dermatologist or anything like that, there's so much on the media nowadays which just promotes a bunch of popular skincare, but everyone has different skin types. So I would recommend take up the information from dermatology doctors on YouTube. There's one I specifically like to watch for fun. She's actually the one that influenced me to buy some vitamin C serum. I just bought the one that I found at my local Target. Skincare is not as important as the food that you're consuming, because the food you're eating is going to show on your skin. The only thing that I drink is literally water, and if it's not that, I try to make it some sort of variant of water. Like I'll put lemon in it, and sometimes I'll put electrolytes in my water, or like you guys just saw, I was drinking pineapple juice, so it's still sort of organic. And obviously not eating too much fast food is gonna do you wonders. Just try making home cooked meals for yourself as much as you can, because that's gonna be more fulfilling than any fast food. Any fast food or junk food is just gonna make you feel more sluggish. And I love the saying, food is fuel. Do not abuse it, otherwise you're gonna go down the rabbit hole of forgetting the powers of food and what food can do for you. I'm gonna try to get through this story really fast, but last week I was having body aches, so I took some Advil or some sort of medicine, I forgot what it was, and it made me feel better. But I was already sort of iffy about taking medicine in general, because I feel like whenever your body is aching, there's clearly some sort of nutrient or something in general that it's lacking. So anyways, the Advil made me feel better, and then the next day I was feeling fine, but the only thing was that my ear was sort of pumping, like thumping. And then I realized that I hadn't drank a lot of water yet, so I drank water. It solved my problem, and that proves my point that I feel like your body's always trying to tell you something if you listen to it. I feel like when you're able to be in tune with your body, I feel like that's the ultimate form of mindfulness, because as I've been taught from the books that I like to read, is that mind and body are connected. More specifically, according to Joe Dispenza, the language of the brain is thoughts and the language of the body is feelings. Do what you will with that. That's just a random thing that came to my mind right now. Also, one more thing that I'm going to use on my skin right now, because I forgot I was doing my skincare, is this moisturizer that was prescribed to me. So yeah, this I feel like penetrates into my skin so good. Now to clean my room. Okay, so it is 6:10 right now. Let me show you guys the state of my room really quickly. So we're obviously going to clean that, making sure that the space is representing the state of our mind. Well, since my room is messy, we don't want my state of mind to be feeling anything near that same level. So let's just do that really quickly before we move on to the next thing that's gonna make us feel more put together. I'm debating on whether I should read a book or do some computer work. I feel like so far, if you've taken anything from what you watched, continue your day as if it wasn't half wasted. I feel like as soon as you start perceiving it as time lost, you could fall into the slump that people talk about these days. I feel like it's just about perception. It's your own world with your own time clock, and I find that on any given day at whatever time it is, after doing a work sesh, I feel like I lose track of time, and when I finish, I feel when you like complete a task and it's like a feel good feeling. Here's a picture of what it is that I'm talking about, dopamine. Okay, so before we move on to the next thing, I wanted to quickly do a little book recap. I was just reading this book right now, but I want to show you guys my top 3 books at the moment. I cannot get through one book without feeling like I'm missing out on another book, so I end up reading more than one at once. So I'm currently reading 3. The first one I'm reading is this one. And from what I've read so far, I feel like it's enhancing my manifestation skills because it's really talking about creating a new version of yourself. And it just makes you more aware of how interconnected your mind and body are with the desired reality that you want. I haven't gotten that far into the book, so I cannot say much. And then I'm also reading the second book called Mastery. I got pretty far into the book when I first started reading it, but then I kind of just stopped, and I just recently picked it up again, and I'm on the section where it talks about creativity. I feel like it goes hand in hand with this book. And then of course, like you guys have been seeing in my last few videos, I've been reading Atomic Habits. I'm literally only reading it so that I can engrave the text into my brain because I've already read this before, but this obviously by the title is going to help you become a more productive version of yourself and achieve your goals. All of these books together serve the same purpose for me, which is enhancing my character. I'm just feeding my brain with these books. I just wanted to quickly tell you guys that, but now I'm going to be doing my night routine. Okay, so it is now 10:25 and we've done a great deal of things today, but I feel like the most important thing to really reset yourself for the next is the night routine that you're doing for yourself. I feel like I always try to enhance the quality of my sleep. Like if I'm waking up a lot in the night, I know that I did something wrong in my night routine. And here are a few tips for me to you guys on how to enhance your night routine. Take magnesium because I feel like melatonin is not as good as they say that it is, and I do not like to drink water right before bed because that also irritatingly makes me get up out of bed about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And after a certain time, which is around like 9 p.m, I like to dim the lights either to orange or to just a colored light because I feel like the bright white light just signifies like work, up and moving, and when I have these dim lights, it actually puts me in a state of like I'm about to go to sleep. Another thing that I do for my sleep that I like to believe works for me is my dream catcher that's over there attached to my plant. One of the most basic things that you can do for yourself in the nighttime just so that you can have an easier time sleeping is journaling, because it will prevent the trying to go to sleep but you have a million things on your mind. Actually, the science behind whenever you're trying to go to sleep but you have a dozen of things in your brain is that your brain is at work trying to store memories, and journaling kind of helps speed up that process. And that's going to be all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.